Hello everyone, I am Dr. Yogesh Chander, an Associate Professor at Institute of Teacher Training and Research, BPS Women University, India. My presentation is all about application of virtual reality in sports psychology. Technology changes how people interact, communicate, and live quickly and profoundly. Cyber therapy, an emerging field, focus on using communication and information technology to enhance healthcare delivery. Our essential component of best practices in sports psychology is use of technology. In particular, in the sports industry, sports psychologists use technology to strike finest balance between knowledge and performance. Virtual reality is an integral component of infrastructure underlying the digital transformation of sports pedagogy and associated challenges. Action must be taken to guarantee and enhance quality of digital learning for sports trainees and trainers. Sports psychology must undergo a systematic transformation to adapt to the digital age. This transformation must touch on pedagogy, curricular content, assessment, social responsibility, and learning organization across sports facilities and in lifelong learning settings. Virtual reality is one of the critical digital transformation technologies which serve as a catalyst and enable architecture for the revolutionary upgrading of theories about how to use technology to benefit sports industry. By integrating virtual reality with digital infrastructure, sports psychology architecture can become more dependable and cost effective for solution for learning management and system. Sports psychology and virtual reality can improve intelligent workflows, enable data-based monitoring, and help people make good decisions. Methodology for this particular presentation is that the data was collected through secondary sources, including research paper, case studies, magazines, newspapers, books, blogs, article, etc. The field of sports psychology is specialized in assisting players with their training and competition preparation. It is challenging to handle the presence of competition. It requires much mental toughness. High level competition are by nature more prone to physical injuries and psychological traumas. Athletes can develop coping mechanisms for dealing with competition related demand by using sports psychology. Competition pressure include more than the game or event itself. External factors can be challenging to replicate in practice field. An athlete may not truly experience a sports venue, unique environment, crowds, noise until an actual game time. This can have an adverse effect. Fortunately, sports psychologists have been utilizing virtual reality to introduce these games factors for healthy and health and safety of sports person. Virtual reality, let's understand what is it. Through computer generated scenery and objects, virtual reality allows the user to immerse themselves in surrounding field. Virtual reality open new opportunities for sports psychology players at all levels. Athletes can watch simulations repeatedly to see how they react, since sports psychologists can manage circumstances and control the athlete's environment and replay simulation. With a head-mounted box gear, this virtual experience is achievable. Virtual reality is used for training in various sports, including performance evaluation, technique analysis, and clothing and equipment design and development. Virtual reality might be fully immersive, partial immersive, or none. Let's understand how virtual reality is applicable in sports psychology. The benefits of virtual reality and other new technology for sports psychology come mainly from importance and imagination and memory in psychotherapy. The interaction between athletes and sports psychologists has changed due to the virtual reality. The ability to simulate and employ a real experience environment inside the walls of their sports psychologist clinics offices is perceived as a benefit by subject getting therapy. Let's understand one by one. Virtual reality as assessment and rehabilitation tool. Researchers from various disciplines, including communication, medicine, sociology, education, psychiatry, social work, and nursing, have been drawn to related fields like psychology of internet and psychology of internet behavior. A considerable accomplishment in this regard uh, is that great majority of psychological applications have been clinical and clinically related. According to Levin, Wiss, and Krishner, they conducted their research on VR for rehabilitation environment, and where they found that these environments are more motivating than traditional rehabilitation. They can keep patient interested in process because they are more interactive environment. Second is modeling and control. The advantage of simulation technology is that it allows sports psychologists to design or reproduce scenarios rather than relying just on athletes' imagination. Sports psychologists can create environments specific to athletes' sports and particular to the athletes' sports, replicating outside elements that may affect performance. Athletes are known to feel more strain when there are restrictions like crowds, lights, and loud noises. These and other factors can be controlled to improve athletes' preparation and training. Through simulation, psychologists can replicate a single action, event, condition repeatedly, and helping athletes to fine tune and their responses can be conditioned. The third is playback simulation. Playback replay capacity is another crucial benefit that virtual reality offered to sports psychology. Sports persons or performer can visit and revisit events or motion using first person viewer or a computer display. Virtual reality may significantly improve visualization, which is crucial skill in athletics or for athletes. Now coaches and athletes can accurately assess an athlete's performance from various contexts or enhance simulation. Coaches might identify what are the shortcomings, and those shortcomings can be turned into strength to emphasize by comparing motions of several athletes and they are repeatedly observed. Next is effect on imaginary skills. Imaginary imagery is a process through which one construct or recreate our experience in our mind using all our senses. Bedmir and Enhan discovered that visualization abilities had significantly improved with the virtual reality technology. The next point is related with development of perception. Virtual reality, as said by Craig, can unquestionably assist in growth of perception skills. He made a compelling case for VR to develop perception abilities. The uses of VR is an extension of this concept since it has the tactical decision making capacity of this application, especially, and that make it effective and help to fulfill the demands of coaches and players. Further, it also help in decision making for changing direction and attention, training athletes to recognize opponent deceptive movement by focusing on particular moves or body component on signal that help in intention of another possible benefit of virtual reality that help in decision making. Augment psychological resilience. Additionally, VR may be utilized to improve psychological resilience. In a virtual penalty defending assignment, Stringent and Bauman found that use of virtual reality to elicit the anxiety in soccer players. They discovered that athletes who use VR could experience anxiety, and they made the case that VR training could help athletes develop psychological resilience. In conclusion, we can say that because it allows athletes to immerse themselves into game to comprehend it better entirely, virtual reality is partially and particularly beneficial in sports psychology. It aids in giving a distinct viewpoint on the game and from various places. It can also aid in visualizing, which is essential in sports psychology. Since many athletes have trouble picturing themselves competing, VR can significantly ease their preparation. Sports psychologists can assist athletes in getting ready for pressure situation and learning how to handle them while competing. However, based on what is known and understood today, VR appear to have most potential for application involving development of specific sports skills and perception, especially related to decision making. At last, I would like to thank you and namaste